Well, Frederick, for you, how striking watches in some ways remind you of music?
Well, first of all, I think a striking watch, a minute repeater or other striking watches, they add another dimension to time. You can listen to time.
It's such an honor to have Gautier Capuçon here with us, one of the greatest cellists in the world, and from what I understand, a friend. Am I correct?
Yes, we met some years ago in Genève, together with his brother. And, when I have time, I enjoy classical music. And it was a really special moment. And like it is with special moments, they give you inspiration.
When you get to know someone personally, it also changes the vision and adds something very personal to the feeling and to your relationship.
So let's talk a little bit about the mastery of sound now, because you set up with a very pure and very clear objective to create the world's best sounding minute repeaters, which I feel that you've achieved.
Our focus was clearly on the crystal and not like the usual idea of creating a case which would resonate in a special way. So we tried to optimize as we went. The mechanic part of things was not easy, but the less difficult part. It was really all around this crystal. 15,000 hours or whatever, 4 years later, 4.5 years later, we had our first prototype. We could finally listen to the result. With a project like this, I think it's the only possible way. You have to be really perseverant, and there's a lot of willpower.
And also when you have something in mind, when you see clearly where you want to go and what you're hearing, you want to find the right.
You have to find a way to make it manifest, to make it a reality, And would you mind playing the watch for us?
Of course, I won't mind.
So I would like to ask you, Gautier, as one of, probably a person with that hears things that we don't even hear. How does this watch sound to you? Because you mentioned to me earlier that you listened to the normal Full Strike, which is already impressive, and this one adds an even greater dimension to some degree to you as well.
Well, to the sound, of course, the first sound was extremely clear, very impressive, but a pure single sound, I would say. With this new Sapphire sound, there is a full constellation of harmonics around the note, and actually the resonance that comes out of the watch, out of the case, is just pure magic how it works actually, because it's once again like an instrument. You have some proportions, you have some numbers, you have some things you can't explain. It's a combination of sound, of course visual, that when you look at this incredible watch inside, you actually dive into a world of history, of patrimoine of the house, but also of incredible innovation. And the sound, together with all this visual, the sound is coming around, and there is also the feeling. I think it's a magical experience.
See, I couldn't have said this any better.
I was just thinking that myself. That's fantastic. It is such an extraordinary timepiece, and
Would you like to take a look?
With pleasure. Thank you, sir. It's breathtaking, you know, and I think Gautier said it perfectly. I mean, it's so visually stunning, but the fact that it also brings the sound to an even higher level of performance and dimension and emotionality, it's incredible. It's a great looking watch, incidentally.
I think the emotion is what we all need.
But it's really more than three-dimensional here, and that was the idea.